Hello everyone, welcome to the next YouTube video of my channel. This is about the best football academies in India. Uh, so there are a lot of top football academies in India. Uh, they're governed by they come under the AIFF, which is All India Football Federation. So All India Football Federation is like a governing body for the football structure and football culture in India, and they look after the proper processing and the structuring of the leagues and the football structure in India. And so what they for the academies, they have a proper ranking system. So they give out of 5 stars, they give proper ratings to the football academies in India, top football academies, and uh, the ranking is based upon different criteria, which is like facilities available, what are the personnel and staff available, and what is the backing and the structure of the club, so etc. So the based upon that, you can see a 5 star rated football academy, 4 star, 3 star, etc. So what are the top football academies in India? So I have listed out five of them, which are the best football academies in India currently. So first is the Reliance Foundation Young Champs, Bengaluru Football Club, Jamshedpur FC, Bhaichung Bhutia Football Schools, and Minerva Academy. So let's get into this. So Reliance Foundation Young Champs, they are 5 star certified by AFF. Uh, they are also 2 star rate. They have been given 2 star rating by the Asian Football Confederation, which is AFC, and under the elite youth scheme. So they are only one of the 3-4 clubs in Asia to be rated 2 star by AFC. And the academy presently has 65 young children and throughout the different age groups, and is coached by former India midfielder Arata Izumi. They have different age groups, which you can see, and the address and contact details are there. The academies has been established since the ISL started, so it's recent, and they have good new technologies and good coaches over there who are trying to develop, who are trying to groom young talent, young footballing talent from the grassroots level. And each year they take about 65 children into their age group. Uh, so yeah, it's really good. It's one of the best in India. Next is JSW Bengaluru FC Academy. So it is a 4 star certified by AFF, and it is given 2 star rating by AFC under the Elite Youth scheme. So it is the second Indian football club under this scheme. And BFC soccer schools, they have a lot of centers across 3 states, especially in Maharashtra, Gujarat, and Karnataka. And the club has a different age groups in different areas, and also what's the advantage of this academy, as it has a ISL club, which is Bangalore FC, participating in the ISL. So basically, it's an advantage so that once you start your grooming and start learning the football through this academy, or you work through this academy, you have a chance to go up and maybe able to play for the club also and reach the ISL level. So their address and contact details are given. Bangalore FC have been really successful. They have established all. They have been established a football academy for almost more than 10 years, and they have produced a lot of young talent uh, who have gone to represent in even India. Next is Jamshedpur FC, which is Tata Football Academy. It is four-star certified by AIFF. It is one of India's oldest football academies. So it is based in Jamshedpur and has been one of the biggest feeders to the Indian national team. It has produced almost nearby 100 Indian and national team players at different age groups, and the academy has different age groups which you can start your footballing career, which is from under three. So it's a great way to start and learn football if you want to start your career. So it has one of the amazing footballing culture in India, and address or contact details are given. Also, the advantage is that this Tata Football Academy is a has a football club which participates in ISL, the top tier of the football leagues in India. So there's an advantage that once you grow up through these different age groups, you pass through different age groups, you may also have a chance to represent Jamshedpur FC in future. So it's a great advantage, and also they have good tie-ups with international club which has helped them in grassroots level, which is like Atletico Madrid. So that's a great advantage. So they have foreign coaches. Bhaichung Bhutia football schools, so they are four-star certified by AIFF. It was started by Bhaichung Bhutia himself, and he started in first Gurgaon area near a few centers. Now it has spread up to almost 19 different cities, and they provide world-class platform with the most up-to-date coaching methodologies to talented young footballers aged 5 to 19, and they have different age groups. And the advantage is that Bajrang Bhutia is a known one of the legends of the Indian football, and the football schools which have been started under him has a structure which helps in the proper development to become a great footballer. And recently, a lot of the footballers, young talents, have come through this academy, through this football schools, who have gone to represent in the I League and ISL clubs also. Next is Minerva Academy, which is under Delhi FC, and previously it was under Minerva Punjab FC, and it is three-star certified by AFF. It is owned by Ranjit Bajaj, who is one of the pioneer of one of the legends of the Indian football, who has changed the grassroots level system, and they are based in Mohali, Punjab. Minerva Academy, they have a glorious past, especially in terms of grassroots level football, and winning a lot of trophies and developing a lot of young talent in India. So it was founded in 2013 by Ranjit Bajaj, and almost as many four players from Minerva Academy had represented in the under 17 2017 World Cup, which was held in India. Players like Jackson Singh and Anwar Ali had represented, and in 2018 they created history by winning national titles across all age groups at the same time. So at the senior level, at the grassroots level, and even at the underage age groups. So it was amazing for them to achieve this task. Also, you have the address and contact, and this academy is one of the best currently in India, as they have been regularly producing amazing talents. And even Ranjit Bajaj has created a project which is called World Cup 2034. So he's planning to build a young team from the age of 3 to 5. He has started this program, and he's recruiting young kids and to make this batch to be able to represent India in the World Cup. So he's preparing them in a way, certain way to develop their footballing talent into the world class level. And they have had two of their players, Yumna and Himanshu Jangra, have been named in the in the Guardian's 60 young talent list in different years, and they are one of the clubs which have a huge future in India. Next is three-star certified football academies. So there is FC Madras from Chennai. There is Alchemy International FA, which is basically Boca Juniors football school in India. So Boca Juniors is one of the great clubs from historical club from Argentina, where Diogo Maradona also played, and they're based in Bengaluru. And next is Kenkre FC. So they are based in Mumbai. Next is Dempo Sports Club. They are based from Goa. So they had previously had even I League teams, but now they just have the football academy. Youth Football Academy, YFC Rurka Kalan in Jalandhar. It's another one which are three-star certified. And Round Glass Punjab FC in Mohali in Ludhiana. So Round Glass Punjab FC, they have acquired over the Minerva Football Club. So and Ranjit Bajaj has now started in Delhi, which is Delhi FC. Now next is the international football clubs with academies in India. So there are various clubs which are involved from the European leagues and even from South American leagues have been involved in India for a while, and they're trying to develop young footballing talents, so that they can discover and maybe even represent their club in future, and maybe bring them over to their club for training. And so they have started collaborating with a lot of clubs, or even they have started their own franchises in India. So one of those clubs is Liverpool. So they had a collaboration with DSK Shivajin's Academy in Pune. So DSK Shivajin's previously had an I League team, but they got defuncted, and now they just have the academy, and they work with Liverpool to develop young footballing talents. And one two players even have had chance to train with the underage groups in Liverpool teams. And there's PSG, Paris Saint-Germain Academy in India, in Gurgaon, and so they have also launched this academy. They have been here for a while, for almost 4 to 5 years, and they have established this academy. There is Barcelona, so they have established also in Delhi, which is FCB Bescola Soccer School. So basically, FCB Bescola is a soccer school from the Barcelona. It's a branch kind of thing, and they have had in various countries over the world. And this soccer schools have produced a lot of young talents in other countries, and they're hoping that India also produces the same in future. And there is Boca Juniors Football School, as I had already mentioned, Alchemy FA, and they have in Bangalore. So also they have performed really well in the underage criteria in underage leagues in India, Boca Juniors Football School, and they have had a lot of great success in India. Next is Arsenal Soccer Schools in India. So there are a lot of soccer schools from Arsenal. It's more like a franchisee, and they have established in different cities. You can check those in Google, and There also there's another which is by Atletico Madrid. They have a collaboration with Tata Football Academy, basically Jamshedpur FC from ISL club. So Tata they and Atletico Madrid have a collaboration to develop grassroots level football in India, basically in their academy. So they have brought up the help of new coaches and from the Spain and brought up some new ideas and knowledge. Next is Southampton with Thane City FC. So this is a recent collab between a very recent club in India, Thane City FC, and Southampton is a Premier League club. So they have recently collaborated, and Thane City FC has been growing recently in the past, and they have had a good success in at the level they are progressing at, and they have women's team also. And next is about Borussia Dortmund. They have a collab with Hyderabad FC, which is ISL team. So they have collab in developing football academies and helping them in structure and giving help from the football coaches and football tactics, those views. And next is FC Basel, which is helping Chennai City FC. They have a collaboration. I think FC Basel has a 70% stake also in Chennai City FC. And Chennai City FC is a I League team previously, and they are trying to come back to the I League. And they have FC Basel trying to develop Indian in new talents in Indian football, and so they wanted to invest in this football club. Next is Rangers FC, which is a Scottish club and one of the legendary clubs, and from Scotland, and which is collaborated with Bangalore FC. Also, they have helped in various uh, development of the football academy in Bangalore FC, and also they have helped uh, in the women's player, which is Bala Devi, to travel to Rangers FC and represent the Rangers FC in women's football league for them. Next is RB Leipzig, which is a German club, has been collaborated with FC Goa in terms of the tactical views and football structure and coaching help. Next is City Football Group, Manchester City. Basically, City Football Group owns a lot of various football clubs across the world, like New York City FC, Melbourne City FC. Also in New Zealand, they have in Japan, they have China also, and so they wanted to establish in India, so they bought the Mumbai City FC ownership and recently, and they are hoping to provide upliftment in the footballing structure and footballing development in India. And as always, also Manchester City, they're one of the greatest Premier League team also. So yeah, that's it. The Manchester City they help in coaching, helping in bringing new coaches from the clubs and collaboration of different players from their city football group clubs over the world. Also, there is India Rush Soccer Academy, which is from America, and they have produced American footballing talents like Christian Pulisic. So they have established academies in India, and they have been recently. They have been doing well in terms of males and females category, both of them in underage criteria, and they're trying to develop football talents from young age in the grassroots level, especially. Also, they have a collaboration with another football club from India, which is Tektro uh, uh, Tektro Swades United FC and Tektro Lucknow FC also. Yeah. Next, you can see some of the state-wise best football academies. So basically, I've just distributed the academies in terms of state-wise. And in West Bengal, there are few very famous clubs, which are legendary clubs. They have football academies. In Kerala, the huge fan culture. Goa, a lot of talent come from Goa, and they have been developing a lot. They have a good footballing culture over there. Also, in Maharashtra, there are a lot of academies in Mumbai and Pune region, and now even in Kolhapur, they have good footballing culture, and also in Nagpur, they have started. And next is in Karnataka, so especially in Bangalore and Mangalore, they have had a good footballing culture over there. Bangalore has a lot of football schools, and they have developed a lot of players also. Next is from Tamil Nadu. There have been clubs, and then Delhi recently. Sureva Delhi FC has been one which has developed one of very few young talents, and they have a good structure over there. And one of them, Paul, I think, not remember properly the name. One of the player got selected in the top 50 talent scout from the Bayern Munich to train in the Bayern World 11 in the underage group under 19 to train for a year and play with them. So there was the LFC is good. The LFC, as I had told you earlier. Next is Punjab. Punjab, they have a good structure in Round Glass Punjab FC, which was previously Minerva Academy, and even Meghalaya, all the northeast states, Meghalaya, Manipur, Assam, Mizoram, Sikkim, they have a great footballing culture over there and has developed. Recently, they have developed almost half of the current national team players most of the Indian national teams right now is mostly from Northeast, half of them at least, and yeah, they have a good footballing culture over there. In Telangana, and Andhra Pradesh, and Jharkhand and Odisha also have started with few clubs who are trying to develop. In Odisha, especially in Jharkhand and Odisha, recently they have helped in women's team especially, and are trying to develop the footballing culture over there. And other states like Jammu Kashmir has Rajasthan, Uttar Pradesh, Tektro Lucknow FC, and Himachal Pradesh, Tektro Swadesh United FC, Gujarat, Uttarakhand, Madhya Pradesh. Other states also has few of the clubs which are helping in football at the grassroots level. Next is football clubs with good women's team. So they have various football teams you can see yeah, FC Bangalore, FC Kolhapur City, they are good. Odisha teams are good. Kenkre FC, Kickstart FC, Kripsha, they are really good. Setu FC also have been really good. Gokulam Kerala have won the IWL title, the Indian Women's League title also, the last title. And Tektro Swadesh, they are trying to develop Indian in Indian women's footballing game. And so there are other clubs also like India, Rush SC, Thane City FC, FC Goa, Sports Odisha, PIFA. So there are the clubs also in women's football which are trying to develop women's football culture. Uh, uh, so for the final thoughts for me, Indian football is at like right now very grassroots. They're the baby stage of the development because right now the footballing structure is not proper in India, but there's a huge potential and promise that we can do really well if there's a proper grassroots. training the players get, and if there's proper coaching education with coaches who have a proper license certifications like AFFD certification, coaching degrees, and AFFC level, B level, A level pro, AFC pro level. So if they have those kind of uh, certifications, then the coaches can coach properly the young grassroots footballers and develop a proper structure in India. And there's a need to increase the amount of coaches so that as the demand of the player, as in, there are a lot of number of players, but they are receiving improper training. So there needs to be realization that there needs to be an increase in the number of proper licensed coaches, and AFF needs to work upon that. That there's more coaches. Also, they get proper paid. Also, there's a lack of payment in the football coaches. So a lot of them get unemployed even after doing certification. So they needs to be taken into consideration. uh, there's a huge potential in India, so and there's a lot to develop. But as it's a big nation and we're not behind in other sports like hockey, in cricket, and in uh, athletics recently, javelin throw, and also in other weightlifting. So we are not far behind. We need to take into consideration that there's a proper history in the football in India history, and in previously we had success in 1950s, 1940s, 1960s. We have had great success. Those are the golden periods. We need to revise those periods, and hopefully there's a lot of development from the AIFF, and also from the private private institutions, like businessmen who invest in these in the Indian football to develop. Uh, so let's hope that we can do great. And these were the football academies which are currently doing good. So if you're looking into them, get a look into them and search about them in the Google, in wherever you can find them, and ask them and contact them if you want to start your footballing career. Thank you guys. See you.